Welcome to Princess Juliana Airport in St. Martin. It's the main airport on the island. And here is the aircraft you'll be using during your lessons. It's perfect for training. You'll be flying it very soon. So, let's just hop inside. I have a few things to show you. Here, I'll start up the engine. By the time we are done with this lesson, you'll know how to steer the airplane on the ground, how to control speed and altitude. As such, you'll be able to perform your first takeoff. First, look at the top center of your instruments panel. The instrument there is your heading indicator. But for this lesson, the ones we really care about are the indicators to the side of it. At the right, you'll find your speed and engine power indicators. At left, the altitude. So, let's see about controlling all this. Push that stick left, then right. Good. This is how you roll the aircraft. Once airborne, it'll turn the direction you roll to. Now, push the stick forward, and then back. This movement controls the pitch of the airplane. When you pull back, it will climb. By pushing forward, it will descend. Easy, right? Now, down there are the rudder pedals. Pressing these twists the aircraft to the corresponding side. Let's give it a go. Flick the rudder to the left, then right. We call this movement yaw. It's a pretty tricky one. For now we'll only use it to steer while on the ground. Okay, you're almost ready to take off. But before that, let's perform a quick run-up on the engine. This way we will know if it's got any problems beforehand. I'll be holding the brakes. You may move the throttle all the way forward. Nice. Now pull it back to idle. Looks like everything's fine. Which means both you and the airplane are ready to take off. Just stay calm and follow my instructions. I'll talk you all the way through. First, taxi us up to the runway. Raise throttle a little, so we can start moving. Enter the runway to the right. Try to keep on the center. Remember, use the rudder pedals to steer while on ground. Now, full power. Once we reach 40 miles per hour, pitch up so we can get off the ground. Check it out. We're flying. Keep climbing until we reach 1,000 feet. Then, pitch down to maintain it. And now we're on cruise. You did great. Keep up the good work.
Good afternoon, this is your captain speaking with just a little flight information. Just sit back and relax.
In this lesson you'll learn how to keep the aircraft flying straight without touching the stick. Let's start by getting the plane to 2,000 feet. Take control. Okay, now push throttle all the way forward so we speed up. Good. Take note of how the nose tends to rise as the aircraft gains speed, which brings us to our next little trick. By using trim, you can offset the pressure so that the aircraft can maintain its altitude. So let's try it out. Get to 2,500 feet, then let airspeed stabilize and slowly adjust the nose trim until you find the sweet spot for the aircraft to maintain altitude at that speed. Nice, you're getting good at this. Let's reduce the speed now and see what happens. Adjust throttle so the engine runs at 1,700 RPM. There it is. See how the nose starts to lower as we lose speed? That means you're gonna need to retrim the air. Adjust trim so you can keep altitude around 2,500 feet. That's it. Keep practicing and soon trimming will come as a second nature. See you in the next lesson. Okay, now that you know the fundamentals of flying straight and level, how about learning how to climb and descend? Your goal in this lesson is to climb and descend at a constant airspeed. In the takeoff lesson, you learned this aircraft's best rate of climb speed. Okay, you have control. Go ahead and add full power. Good. Let's pretend we just took off. Adjust the pitch to get a nice rate of climb and rise to 3,000 feet of altitude. Good. Now pitch down to hold this altitude. Now I want to see you fly straight and level at 3,000 feet. When you pitch to hold your desired airspeed, you can adjust your altitude by just adding